Hello, it is Ivy here, or my hand anyway. But today we are going to do a pick a card reading. It is going to be my first pick a card reading here on this specific channel. And this pick a card reading is going to be for the month of July. So I tried getting some, like, you know, since it's like the Leo new moon, I was thinking to get like some like lion staff, but I couldn't find any. So I just went with shells and a beach theme, since, you know, July is pretty much the middle of summer for most of us. So that's why I went with that. Anyways, you guys, so the way that pick a card readings work is basically I'm going to want you to take 3 deep breaths. So close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths. And then on your 3rd breath, ask your angels or your spirit guides to come through and to show you what you need to know. And then when you open your eyes, whichever pile you land on, that's usually going to be your pile, basically. So we have a selection of 3 different piles. We have pile 1, 2, and 3 here. And I do have them in envelopes. No secrets. You don't even know what cards they are. No, but I just thought it was like a really nice touch, or like a really different touch to like pick a card readings, because I've never seen anybody put them in bags. So I just went with that. If you need to pause this video, go ahead, pause the video, and then take the 3 deep breaths, and then when you're ready, I will be here, and then you can just pick on your pile. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. So if you need to pause, go ahead. And then we are going to go ahead and get started. I will put the timestamps below. So pile number 1. So how is the month of July gonna go for you, pile number 1? So I put it together in like 9 different little segments here. Let's go ahead and see what's in store for you in July. So what's in store for you in July, pile number 1? Let's see. So the first ones that I picked out is your current self. How are you right now? How are you right now based off of June, how 2020 has been so far? So for your current self, we have... You might be clinging a lot to any like past thoughts or past experiences. This might even just be with everything, how everything went down with 2020. I know it was something that we didn't expect, but it might be something that you're clinging on to. And it has you feeling pretty much like you're carrying a lot of burden on you. You have a lot to... You're still trying really hard, but it's almost like you're taking on extra burdens that you don't need to bear, and you're taking on so many extra baggage that doesn't need to be there. You might even have some secrets that you're holding, and it's maybe a secret that, you know, it might not be something that anybody necessarily has to know, but it's something that might be something that you might even fear people knowing. You know, you're carrying this burden of this secret on you, or you're carrying this burden that people may know this secret from something in your past. But the Wyvern is basically just reassuring you that your secrets are safe. On a lighter note, I see that whatever all this work that you were doing, it's starting to bear some fruit. Whatever you might be working on, some sort of project or whatever it is you're working on, it's starting to produce some ripeness, is starting to produce some fruit, and you might not be seeing it yet, but it looks like it's finally starting to... Your fruit's starting to ripen. So whether this is a creative project, it looks like this is going to be a good month for you, because you are bringing in some ripeness into this. So although you are clinging to the past, although you might have some secret that you feel like you're scared that other people are going to know, your secrets are safe. You don't have to carry on those burdens of the past anymore. You are getting some ripeness already coming. So this is the current situation that you are in, pile number 1. So what is your theme for this month, pile number 1? like I said, this might be the past, how 2020 has gone so far, or it might just be something in particular that you have experienced this year, or even in the past, that you're still clinging on to. And the theme for this month is, with the Knight of Swords, it's basically introspection. So yeah, there's going to be some hurt. You're still clinging on to this past, but you might get some introspection, because I do see understanding. So you might start to understand this hurt, this burden, this pain that has come to you from the past. Just keep the faith, keep on going. The theme for this month is basically just getting through this past struggle, and maybe even bearing some fruit according to the ripeness card. So whatever it is that you happened to you in the past might be something that happened to you in 2020, might even be just this whole general situation that happened. You are going to start to slowly start to understand and start to get out of this little funk that you were in previously. And again, with the secrets, your secrets are safe. So if you do have some sort of secret that you feel like is something that's only of your own, something that only you have to know, just keep that faith that that secret's not going to be let out. If it's something that's truly just meant for you to know and just for you, it's just keep the faith that it's going to stay that way. The next thing is your key goal. This might go hand in hand with the whole ripeness, because it does look like you are in some sort of, this might be your job, this might be whatever you're working on, that's like, it looks like it's some sort of financial thing. Because of the Pentacles, you have some financial opportunity that you have been working on in the previous months based on the ripeness cards. It's finally starting to bear some fruit. And with the Page of Pentacles, I do see that new financial opportunity is going to expand for you. With the completion, this might be the whole overcoming this whole past situation that has happened. You might finally get that closure, that completion to that, to be able to move forward from whatever circumstance, whatever situation, whatever secret, whatever darkness that you might have went through the previous months. You're gonna get some sort of closure to that as well. Another key goal that I see for this month is honor the masculine. So respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. So it just might be embracing the masculine divine. So it honestly could just go back to the Pentacles, to something as simple as like some sort of knowledge, some sort of logic that's usually tied hand in hand with the masculine. Even like money endeavors could be honoring the masculine divine. So any sort of financial endeavors could be also another key goal for the month. So understanding your previous hurt. So it might be completing and understanding this past hurt. That might be a key goal of yours, to basically bring it to a close, get some closure out of it, get some completion out of it, and then be able to move to more lighthearted things, to more things that you actually do want to focus on, like, this new financial opportunity, and this, whatever it is that you're doing that's now producing some ripeness, that's now bringing in some fruit, bearing some fruit. An obstacle that you might have to overcome this month is... Okay, this is so funny, because we got clinging to the past, and then we got past lives. So this could honestly just be that past. So an obstacle that you're going to have to face is the fragmentation, those piecing back together everything that the past has took apart from you. So it looks like the past, it might have been the past previous 2020, it might even be even before that. There's something that you're clinging onto from the past that's really preventing you from going anywhere. And that's the obstacle that you're going to face, and the obstacle that you're going to need to overcome this next month, because you're going to need to piece yourself together in order to move forward with whatever financial endeavor is going on here. Because we have yet another Pentacles card. We have the Four of Pentacles. So this is like clinging on too tightly. It could be clinging on too tightly to this secret that you're holding on to. It could be clinging on too tightly to this negative energy, or this negative past that you're clinging on so much to. Or it could just be even this financial opportunity. Yes, there's some ripeness that's there, but maybe you're just holding on too tightly to that money and not willing to invest in whatever financial endeavor that you want to, that you're clinging on too tightly to that money, that you're preventing it from growing. So you're going to have to face that so that you can grow in this financial opportunity, so that you can grow within letting go of this past, so you can piece yourself back together. So that's the obstacle that you're facing. Piece yourself back together, overcoming this past, and stop clinging on too tightly to whatever is going on here, and stop clinging on too tightly, maybe even to money, because that may be preventing it from flowing in. This is a major accomplishment that you are going to have this month. So this is your accomplishment for the month. You're going to have in July, pile number 1. I see the moon, Mama Kila. I see man holding coin. And then I see the 4 of Wands. The fact that we have the moon and the fact that we have the 4 of Wands together is really cool, because the full moon is going to be on the 4th of July. And the 4 of Wands is a celebration card. So this could be an accomplishment that you're going to have. It might happen on this full moon on the 4th of July. The accomplishment might itself just be this whole celebration that you're getting together with family, with friends. This is really awesome. So this, to me, I feel like is the 4th of July. This to me is just so obvious that it's the 4th of July with the full moon, with the moon, which is the full moon, and then the 4 of Wands, which is the celebration card. I love that. So that might be some sort of major accomplishment for you this month, pile number 1. But I also do see the man holding a coin. And again, it's so crazy that we're getting Pentacles cards, and we're getting all these Pentacles cards, this ripeness card, and then now we see this man holding a coin. So this could be, again, financial opportunity. Whatever it is that you have been focusing on, whatever it is that has been driving you financially, it's gonna start coming in. As long as you overcome this obstacle of clinging on too tightly to money, you will have that money coming in. It is a huge possibility. It is an accomplishment that I see for you, pile number 1, in the month of July. So that's really awesome. So number 6, what to avoid. So we have thoughts, courtship, another Pentacles card. This is, you guys have so many Pentacles cards. It's crazy. So many Pentacles or coins. Okay, so something that you are going to have to avoid this month, pile number 1, I see is some thoughts of courtship. So there might be some sort of relationship that you're thinking about. Seeing that there's this man holding a coin and then getting this like honoring your divine masculine card. It might even be whatever financial opportunity that you have might have this male figure in it that you're kind of, this is for some, not all of you, but if some of you may have this male figure that's a part of this whole financial opportunity that you might even be a little bit fond of, but it's basically these thoughts of courtship. It's something that you're gonna want to avoid, at least for the month of July, pile number 1. At least not this month. We'll see about the future, but for this one, just let those thoughts of courtship go. The 2 of Pentacles for it's basically telling you to balance. So avoid clinging on too tightly, and instead sort of learn how to balance and invest your money the right way. The obstacle that you're going to have to face, like I said, is the 4 of Pentacles. So for some of you, you're clinging on too tightly to this money, and basically spend that money wisely. You know, invest some, save some, invest some, save some, because that's what's really going to start bearing in the fruit, bringing in that financial opportunity and bringing in that flow of money. So what to embrace for you? Woman holding a coin. So many coin cards. This is so cool. Okay, this is insane. You guys have so much Pentacle financial opportunity energy here. It's insane. You guys are so like, you guys are killing it this month financially. We have the woman holding a coin for what to embrace. Embrace this whole financial opportunity that's going on. We have the thinking woman here too. So this might even just be about strategy. So if you are some sort of entrepreneurial entrepreneur or have some sort of side hustle that you're trying to focus on as well, really strategize and really start to like figure out exactly how you're going to do it, what you're going to invest in, or if you work for a company, if you want to grow in the company, how you want to grow. So think, strategize, study basically to get ahead financially, because I see a lot of financial opportunity for you this month, pile number 1. And then we have Imrana. So where are you being called to journey to? So this might be, again, if you work for a company, it might be some sort of business trip that you might have to take. But if you work alone, it might even be some trip that you have to do, or just even in general, like where is this new idea, this financial idea that you're coming from? What are you being called to? Whatever it is, focus on this journey, focus on the whatever passion you have here. Think about it, strategize, study it, and really think about where you want this to go, because you do have that potential to grow it so much. There's so much Pentacles energy for you, pile number 1. Like there's so much financial opportunity for you. Just come in, like the Spirit's just like blessing you with all these like financial opportunities. It's absolutely amazing. Pile number 1, where you're going to be able to find support this month, is telepathy, nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, mind reading. We have the Queen of Swords. We have main male, main female, poverty. So with the poverty card, it's basically where you're going to find support is that sort of mindset to get out of poverty and into abundance. It doesn't even have to be like poverty, just out of where you are currently and more into more a financially abundant state. Also, I have the main female and the main male. So this is, again, makes me think of, again, some of you, not all of you, might be starting some business or some side hustle with somebody of the opposite gender. There might be some little thing going on there that it's telling you to like just not think about for this month. But this could even be like you. This is a very wide range reading since we only have 3 piles here for all of you. So this could even just be you. So if you're a female and you're watching this, this could mean you. So turn to yourself for support. Or if you're a male watching this, this could mean you. Like turn to yourself for support. Telepathy, this can just be, again, mind reading, energetic pulses, nonverbal communication. So just tuning into yourself for support. Again, you're gonna be moving away from this negativity and you're gonna have some sort of shift in your mindset. And if you do have some sort of business partner that's of the opposite gender, it could even be your boss, this person's got you and you got this person. You guys got a good vibe around you too. There's definitely a lot of business growth there. Another person that you can turn to for support could be the Queen of Swords. This is a woman that is wise, she's powerful, she's in control. So this again could represent you, especially since you're going to be overcoming You're going to be overcoming a lot of stuff this month. You're going to be letting go of that past, finally letting go of the past. It might not be fully all the way there, but you are going to grow a lot of wisdom from it. And from that 9 of Swords, you're going to transform into this Queen of Swords and have much more wisdom to give out. So again, it could just be tuning into yourself for support. Or the Queen of Swords could represent somebody else. It could represent like a wiser, older woman that you turn to. It could be a mentor. It could be even your mother. Somebody that has more wisdom, somebody that has more knowledge could be also someone that you turn to this month. And then lastly, pile number 1, we have advice and encouragement for this month. So we have the rabbit spirit, we have the fox spirit, and then we have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So advice for you this month. So again, the rabbit spirit, I feel like goes hand in hand with this Page of Pentacles that we had gotten. Whatever financial opportunity that you have coming your way, now is the time to start it. Whatever idea that you have, whether you're starting a new business, whether you have a new side hustle, now is the lucky time to start it. So for the fox spirit, we have think on your feet. So again, I feel like, this goes tie and tie with like the thinking woman, and then the Imrana, the what are you being called to. So just really think about what your financial focus is going to be on. This new business that you're starting, this new side hustle, this new promotion that you want to take, with this new career path that you want to go. Think about it. Think what you're being called to, and make sure that it's something that you truly want to do. And then this last message, I feel like, is about the past hurt. So some piece of advice that Spirit has for you is grace and gratitude. So through gratitude, joy expands. You might be clinging on to a lot of pain from the past. Again, this might be about just generally what happened in 2020, or this might be something that happened to you personally. Instead of seeing the negative, instead of seeing this hurt, this pain, really think, because the most growth that people have come from times of hurt, come from times where people have hit rock bottom. So instead of seeing it through these painful eyes and these painful lens, express gratitude. Like, yes, you went through this really hard time, but what did it teach you? What did you learn? Because when you turn that pain, that hurt, that regret, that guilt, that anger into gratitude, because you learned something from it, once you realize that it was a lesson and you grew so much from it, your joy is going to expand. Your happiness is going to expand. You're not going to be in that painful mindset, because you're going to see it through a more positive perspective. And so that's the last piece of advice that Spirit has for you for the month of July, pile number 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a like and also a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So now we're going to be moving on to pile number 2. Alright, pile number 2. Hello. So this is what is in store for you for the month of July. The first thing that we're going to talk about is your current self. So up until July, this is your current self right now. Right away, there's a lot of letting go. Some sort of relationship that you are slowly detaching from, that you're trying to let go of, because whatever this is, it has you feeling alone. And there's a lot of burden on this other person, whoever it may be. There's a lot of control going on. And then with the miser, I see a lot of clinging on to money and not really sharing it. And this might not be you. This could be the other person. You're in a tough spot, pile number 2. Don't worry, pile number 2. You know, every month is a fresh start. Every week is a fresh start. Every day is a fresh start. Just because this is just right now at this very moment doesn't mean that it has to stay this way. It's definitely not going to stay this way. Let's just get to like the blessings that are coming your way this month for July. Okay, so the theme of the month for you is going to be everything is fine, truth, changing your mind, and then we have the 8 of Cups. So with this past that you had, this whole current situation that had you feeling alone, controlled, is really going to be basically kind of like the theme for this month. The truth is going to come out. So this other person, I want to say this is a relationship. It might not be for some of you. Like I said, this is just such a very, there's just 3 piles for such a very diverse amount of people. So this could be family, but for most of you, I want to say this is going to be a relationship. Not for all of you, but for most of you. You've obviously have a lot of pain that's come in, and you're just trying to hold on. You're like, everything's fine, everything's fine. Another sword, another amount of that pain, another amount of control, another inflict of that into that wound, continuing on. Everything is fine. Another sword is being drawn into you. Again, you try to act as if everything is fine, but it looks like the truth is finally going to come into the light, and you're finally going to change your mind about this. You're finally going to stand your ground. You're finally just going to be like, you know what? Everything's not fine. And you're going to let go. The 8 of Cups is walking away. The 8 of Cups is like being like, you know what? I'm done with this. This is a card of changing your mind and walking away from whatever toxic situation this is. So moving on, we have your key goal for the month. So key goal for the month, we have endurance. Keep going. We have love, partnership. This might just be into getting out of this toxic relationship and finally finding a new love or a new partnership. Instead of being like, oh no, I give up, you're gonna keep going and being like, you know what, no, let's try again, we can find this person. Getting out of this toxic situation but not giving up. So next we have obstacle to overcome. So we have masquerade, we have bride in a cage, Queen of Cups, then we have the Lovers. Oh my gosh, okay. This is really interesting. This relationship that you're in, because now like I'm like really thinking that it's definitely some sort of like romantic relationship that you're in. So for some of you, it might even be that you're married. This person that you are with is controlling. You know, you feel like you're trapped in a cage. You feel like you can't grow. You feel like you can't be yourself. You are a bride in a cage. You are trapped. So whether you're engaged to this person, whether you're just simply in a relationship with this person, you are feeling so controlled and you are feeling like you just cannot be yourself. This is an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome this month. Then you have this masquerade. So the masquerade could be that this person that you're in a relationship with is hiding something from you, or it could be that you are hiding someone, something, or someone from this person that you are in a relationship with, which would make sense with this love partnership. So you could be, I want to say for some of you, you could be either married or in a relationship, but you could be hiding someone else. You might not be for all of you. It might even be that this other person like has cheated on top of all that, and it's like really just like basically the cherry on top of this toxic relationship. But it also could be that you've had so much negativity out of this relationship that it literally has sent you out of one person's arms. This person that you're in a relationship, it has sent you out of their arms and into the arms of another person. With the Queen of Cups, I see that there's a lot of emotions running high. So these emotions is definitely going to be an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome for this month. So there's going to be, July is going to be a very emotional roller coaster month for you, just because there's just so much tension, and this is going to be the month it seems like that you're finally going to break out of this toxic relationship. So yes, of course the emotions are going to be high. You know, you were in a relationship with this person. You might even be with somebody else on the side right now. You might not be. This person that you're with, this person you're in a relationship with could actually even be that person. But the thing is, the emotions are running high, but I do see that you're going to be breaking from this toxic relationship. So a major accomplishment that I see for you, major accomplishment, believe it or not, the Tower is your major accomplishment. What the Tower means is drastic change, a sudden turn of events. So this shift, this wanting to walk away, this finally walking away is definitely going to be that change, that accomplishment. And although the emotions may be running high, although there may be a little bit of pain for some of you, not all of you, for some of you it might just be like good riddance. This isn't actually an accomplishment, because this person was not good for you. This person was toxic for you. So yes, this drastic change, this leaving, this turn of events, this finally leaving this person behind is definitely a major accomplishment for you, pile number 2. Then we have woman holding a heart. So the woman holding a heart, this might just be recovering from this. After you get out of this relationship, you're going to be able to piece your heart, piece yourself together. This toxic relationship that you were in was really holding you back, was really holding you from being yourself. And this change that's going to happen, this you walking away, is going to have you feeling, it's going to give you that drive back. You're going to get that ambition back, and you're going to be able to be yourself again. The broken heart was coming from staying in the situation, because you were breaking your own heart from still staying in this toxic situation. But by breaking out of it, your heart's going to be whole again. What to avoid this month? What to let go for this month? So we have the Three of Wands, and then we have concern. So the Three of Wands is basically like, you know, things are going your way. So something to avoid is basically not having the endurance. So like going back to the goal that you have for this month, we have endurance, we have keep going. So even if you're in this toxic situation, even though it's going to be hard this month, it's going to be a tough one, because you're going to be getting out of this toxic situation. just hang in there. So what to avoid is probably going to be being discouraged. Just know that this is a good move. Just keep going. Just keep having that endurance, and be patient, and don't doubt yourself. That goes hand in hand with this concern card. So don't be concerned. Let that go, because this is going to be a good move for you, pile number 2. What to embrace. So this month, what you should be embracing, pile number 2, is walking away. We have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So I love that. Okay. I love this. We have the 8 of Cups, which means walking away. We have the Tower, which means change. So just further confirmation that what you should embrace, instead of embracing this concern, instead of like wondering like, oh, should I do this? It's telling you to embrace the walking away. Embrace walking away from this toxic relationship. And with this energy, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Like, if this person was preventing you from doing so much and being so controlling, now that you have that freedom, what can you do? What can you do to shift this energy from like this concern of leaving this person behind to shifting it into something that's gonna give you that endurance to keep going? Where you're going to be able to find support this month, pile number 2, we have Soul Cage, Rescue, Escape from Captivity, and Restriction. We have the Knight of Cups. This is where things get interesting. So we have Distant Horizons, we have Lovers, we have House, we have Imprisonment, and then we have Marriage. Okay, so I know there's just so much here. But, so where you can turn to for support this month is basically getting out of this imprisonment. We got the Bride in the Cage, we got the Soul Cage, rescuing yourself, escaping from this captivity and restriction. That is where you're going to be able to find the support to get out of this, you know, turning to yourself to really, really just get out of this soul cage. Because this marriage or this relationship that you're in was an imprisonment. For some of you, you might have hung in there because there might be a lot of, you know, if you guys are married, there might be like a lot of financial ties that has like left you with this person. We have the Lovers card. So like I said, some of you were in this toxic relationship, and because you were feeling so alone and like so in control, you turned to somebody else for partnership. You found a lover, you took a lover, and that might be that person that's going to be your support, it looks like. And then we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups could be the representation of this lover, because the Knight of Cups is somebody that is very romantic and very charming. So this could be the lover that you have taken on. That could be somebody that you're turning on to support. And then we have Distant Horizons. So this lover that you have could even be somebody that's overseas, or it could just mean once you're able to get out of this, maybe even traveling somewhere. I know with this whole like quarantine thing, there's not many places we can travel to right now, but you know, things are starting. Sorry, the camera battery died, so I had to replace the battery. This could be like some sort of traveling. This could be somewhere that's close. It doesn't have to be somewhere far, but somewhere you can go to support is just getting out of the house. The support that you have might be somebody that could turn into your new lover, because you do have that goal of a love partnership, and this person could be somebody that you're not exactly, that's exactly your lover. Now for some of you it may be, for some of you it may not, but it looks like they can be after you get out of this toxic relationship, of course. The last thing is your advice and encouragement. So we have the Wasp Spirit, which is sometimes life stings. We have Passion and Pleasure, savor your life. And then we have the Cow Spirits, miracles are endless. So the Passion and Pleasure, savor your life. This could be about the lover, or if you don't have a lover, this could just be about changing and shifting that energy to something more positive. So instead of focusing on all this whole toxic situation that you are going to get out of, shift that energy and focus on the passion and the pleasure. So like I was saying, if you were in a controlling relationship, by letting go of this toxic relationship, what are you going to be able to do? Like, you might have a whole new range of freedom that you did not have for, months, maybe even years. Then we have the cow spirit. The miracles are endless. So yes, just know that this toxic situation, getting out of this toxic situation is definitely going to be a blessing. It's going to bring endless miracles. And yes, even though it's going to be tough, sometimes, just know that sometimes, yeah, life stings. Sometimes life stings. But that's okay, because we can grow from this. And you're definitely, this is definitely going to be something that you grow from, and that you are going to be able to savor your life once again. So yes, it might be a little tough at first, but just know that in the long run, this is a good thing. So thank you, pile number 2, for watching. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please go ahead and hit the like button, and also give me a comment to let me know that it resonated with you. Also, if you can, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. And then if it didn't resonate with you for some reason, this might have not been the pile for you, so just go ahead and go back and you can choose a different pile. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, pile number 3. So if you guys picked pile number 3, this is how July is going to go for you. I'm so excited. So let's see what you have in store in your goodie bag. So I divided this reading into 9 different themes, basically, or 9 different things that we're going to talk about that are going to be going on this month, starting from your current situation. This is the situation that you are currently in. Pile number 3. So you've been doing some soul searching, pile number 3. I see a lot of spiritual growth. So, I see a lot of, maybe for some of you guys have been practicing a lot of meditation. Basically, you've been having a lot of inner transformation. I want to say a lot of spiritual growth has been happening up until now for you, pile number 3, which is really amazing. Like, you've got it. Like, this is amazing. With the High Priestess, we see a lot of intuition, so it might even be turning in and finally being able to know your intuition. So instead of just seeing an illusion, instead of just seeing like maybe this isn't my intuition, maybe this is just my thoughts, you're able to see beyond that illusion and actually able to trust that intuition. You've been having, and because of this whole, some of you might be practicing meditation, might be practicing yoga, and for a lot of you it's a lot of spiritual transformation, a lot of spiritual growth, a lot of trusting your intuition, and this has been causing some harmony there. Like, you've been having a lot of harmony, and it's been causing you to grow and have the courage to basically pursue things, which I absolutely love. So I see, pile number 3, you've done a lot of soul searching these past few, months to like the previous year. You've been doing, it might have even been this quarantine. For me personally, I did a lot of spiritual growth this quarantine as well. So up until now, you're doing so good, pile number 3, which is awesome. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is your theme of the month for July. Okay, the Sisterhood and Brotherhood card go hand in hand with the 3 of Cups, so that's really awesome. And then we have Dietary Change, which is really cool. Okay, so the theme of the month, we have some sort of health focus, and then we have some sort of celebration going on. So with the 3 of Cups, it's a celebration card. It's basically you celebrating or even working on some sort of creative project with your fellow, social group, whether it be your friends, whether it be your family. It looks like it's going to be either your family, your soul family, or your friends. With the Three of Cups, I see a lot of celebration happening. A lot of, it could just be because like this whole quarantine thing is finally starting to be able to come to a close, and we're able to hang out with our loved ones again, hang out with our best friends again, which is really cool. So I see you sort of joining in on all that celebration. So your theme for the month is basically getting back together with your friends or with your soul family. A lot of authenticity. So a lot of, as you can see, the little angel here has like a heart that's like glowing. So your friends are going to be able to see that growth. They're going to be able to see that authentic new self. And then we have dietary change. So this might be, focusing on your health more. This might be some sort of dietary change, maybe being a little more cautious of just food in general, even with the produce. But this dietary change could even just be taking on a new diet. Maybe you want to try keto, and that's what you're going to focus on this month. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you just want to tone up. But there's going to be some sort of dietary change, or even with the spiritual growth, you might want to, even turn, maybe some of you turned vegan, maybe some of you turned vegetarian. There's going to be some sort of dietary change coming this month for you, July. Next thing that we're going to talk about is your key goal for the month of July. So the key goal for the month of July for you, pile number 3. So you guys have a lot of key goals this month. We have personal growth, we have manifestation, we have divination, which is really awesome, and then we have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Hermit here. So the Hermit and personal growth go hand in hand, because Hermit is somebody that's looking for wisdom, is seeking wisdom, is seeking to expand their knowledge, and they did so in this solitude. And that's going to be your key goal for the month, is to grow, to continue that wisdom, and to continue that personal growth. And then we have manifestation here. So you're going to be working on manifesting your goals this month. Like, that's going to be like a focus for you. Like, you're going to probably try scripting. You're probably going to try some visualization techniques. You're just really going to focus on manifesting what you want to manifest this month. You've been woke. You've been woke now. You've had that spiritual breakthrough. And now you're like, you know what? I'm like in tune with the universe. Let's manifest this now. Like, now that I know that like I got this, we're gonna manifest anything I want this month. And that's that vibe, that key goal that I'm seeing for you this month, pile number 3, which is just so awesome. For some of you, we have contumacy. This might not be all of you, but we do have divination here. So some of you with this spiritual growth, you might, just like me, have been turning to, more divination techniques. For example, I took up the tarot cards, I took up the oracle cards. For you guys, it might be even expanding, your clair skills, so your clairvoyant skills, your clairsentient skills, even your empath skills. Just like divination, any sort of divination tool. And then we got the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is about stability. So this might be financial stability. This might just be in general, just being consistent. Like, you were alone when you had this growth. You might have been alone, or you might have had not very many people with you. But it's just about sticking to this personal growth, and instead of falling back, continue to grow, and being stable with this new personal wokenness that you've had, this new spiritual breakthrough that you've had, basically being stable with it, having that stability and continuing going forward, instead of, now that you're out in the world again, falling back to your old ways. Like, you've had this like spiritual breakthrough, like you want to keep that going, is another key goal that I see for you this month, pile number 3. So now we're going to talk about some obstacles that you're going to face this month. So what I see for you, pile number 3, is we have this, with the Two of Wands, we have this choice. They're standing there thinking you're ready to make this choice. But this obstacle, this choice that you want to make, is to retreat back into silence, because that's what you were so used to. So it might be to retreat into silence which might actually lead to some regret, because you might be even avoiding these creative situations. Your friends might be wanting to hang out with you. You know, that's the theme for this month. Your friends are really going to be hitting you up. And then you might be facing, you might still want that silence a little bit. You know, you might want some time to your friend, but then there's other times where you're like, you know what, like, I just need my space now. You know, and it may cause a little bit of regret, because you're going to want to be alone more now. You know, so you're going to be between that decision of like, should I go with my friends or should I be alone? And another thing that I see for you is blinded by pain. So an obstacle that you're going to have to face this month is, yes, you are woke. Yes, you are facing you are working with the positive. You really have a really positive mindset. But don't be so, how should I phrase this? Don't be so always focused on the positive that you're blinded to the pain. Because if you just act as if that pain is not there, you're not going to be able to overcome it. So this might even involve a little bit of shadow work this month for you, pile number 3. So focusing on like, what have I been avoiding? But is there something that I'm trying not to face through this? So it might be a little bit of shadow work going on this month for you, pile number 3. As well. Not that this is, shadow work is definitely a good thing. Like, it can be a little like hard at first, but shadow work is definitely gonna leave you with even more wokenness and even more spiritual and personal growth. That personal growth that you wanted is definitely gonna be something that comes out of this this shadow work that you do. Next, for you, pile number 3, we're gonna talk about a major accomplishment that you're gonna have this month. So let's talk about adaptability too first, because this one, it just kind of goes hand in hand with what we just talked about. So this obstacle that you have, you know, like you were so used to being alone. You know, you were so used to that isolation, that quarantine life, that growth that you did on your own. An accomplishment for you is going to be like, you're going to be able to adapt back into this life, but take your wokenness with you. You're going to adapt to this, to going back to society again, but taking that newly found growth and spiritual growth that you've had with you as well. See adjacent possibilities. So this can go like, this is a possibility, something that I see opening for you. So this could be hand in hand with whatever you want to manifest this month for you. You might want to manifest some sort of income with this new divination thing that you have. This new spiritual awakening may have you doing some like card readings and stuff. And I see that that's a possibility for you that could be manifesting and could definitely be giving you some financial stability for you this month, pile number 3. And for others it could just be whatever you want to manifest. So you're gonna take your previous growth with you and manifest, and basically doors are gonna open for you. That's basically what it's saying. So this month, an accomplishment for you is that you're going to be able to manifest what you want to manifest. That manifestation goal that you have, pile number 3, is definitely going to come true for you, because we have all these doors opening for you. And then we have the door to value. So this might be financial value and some financial abundance that's coming to you, pile number 3, but it might just be value in life. The Knight of Wands, an accomplishment that you have, is digging even deeper into the spiritual stuff for you, pile number 3. So I do see you digging even more deeply into the spiritual stuff. So you got the basics, not even the basics, like you're really getting it. You're really getting it. You've covered the basics and you're like really getting in there with your spiritual work. And it's just going to continue on with this 9 of Wands. So because you're going to be out into this world, there's going to be a lot of things that may come up for you. They're going to try to knock you down. They're going to try to knock down that spiritual growth. But with this 9 of Wands, I see that you're going to stand that ground, which is awesome, pile number 3. So that's an accomplishment that you're going to have. You have that spiritual strength
and you have that emotional strength enough to stand your ground. So yes, some people might push your buttons and be like, oh, like you're like spiritual now, or like you're doing this now. Really standing your ground and just really knowing your value, and just really having that, being strong enough and having enough spiritual growth that you're gonna be like, you know what, like this is me, accept it or don't accept it, but I'm not gonna change who I am. So next we're gonna talk about what you should avoid this month. Boy, we have the Two of Swords, we have toil and labor. So what to avoid? We have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is, there's a decision to make, but it might just be that you're not going about it right way. Something to avoid is basically being indecisive. So the Two of Swords is all about like making a decision. So there might be some sort of decision that has to be made. Again, it could go back to that Two of Wands, where we have that like being able to like know when to go outside and hang out with your friends, and then knowing when to retreat again back into this newly found love for your bubble and your space that you have. It's just about making a decision and just knowing when that decision is to go out into the world, and knowing when that decision, that right decision, is when to retreat back into your little newly found love for your little shell there. And then we have toil and labor. Avoid toil, so avoid conflict, avoid anything that is not going to bring you that happiness, bring you that, help you with that growth. It might be something that you want to avoid. It doesn't mean like labor in general, and that might not mean like your job and stuff. Just like anything that feels very negatively laborful, if that makes any sense. Taking on any like negative things. And now we're going to talk about what to embrace. What to embrace this month is love. There's going to be a lot of love. Your love is going to expand. Your love for the world, your love for your friends, your love for yourself, your love. There's just going to be so much love going around. So embrace that love. Embrace, some of you might even have like a romantic partner that's coming on. That might be something else that's coming in for you. For some of you, again, it just might just be simply just be the act of love. So embrace love. Don't embrace toil and labor. Don't embrace conflict. Instead, stand your ground, and instead of seeing, if people do start to come up to you and be like, oh no, like I don't like this new person that you've becoming, instead of seeing it with eyes of guilt, without seeing it with eyes of like bad stuff, try to just have love for them. But don't be blinded to it. Don't try to like just completely be blinded to the pain. If you feel pain, then work through it. And then another thing to embrace is creating heaven on earth is happening. So what I love about this is that it basically goes hand in hand with love, because the highest frequency, even in the law of attraction, the highest frequency is love. By showing love for everyone, whether it's the people that are good to you, whether it's the people that are opposing you, showing love regardless is going to help move the earth as a whole into a more beautiful place and in a more beautiful direction, which is just amazing. We're going to talk about where to find the support. For support, we have yourself, first of all. We have reflections. Someone that you can turn to for support this month is yourself. You've had so much personal growth. You've grown so much that you are able to help yourself through situations. Other people that are going to be able to help you are your community. You have a lot of friends, a lot of sisterhoods and brotherhoods that are coming to you, and that community might be a community that's going to be able to support you with whatever you need supported with. Also, you're going to have some sort of unexpected income coming in. Again, it might be from the whole divination thing that you picked up. It might be from something else, but that's another sort of financial support that you're going to be able to experience this month. And then we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about having ambition and having drive. So again, just supporting yourself and just continuing to have that drive, continuing to have that ambition to manifest, to have more personal growth, which seems to be your focus for the month. Last but definitely not least, we have your advice and encouragement. So we have butterfly spirit transformation is beautiful. We have dove spirit, which is be peace. And then we have mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. Butterflies are that's literally a sign of transformation. And then you have the dove spirit, which is like just a really beautiful animal to get. So these two combined with the butterfly and the dove is just so beautiful. Pile number 3, you are amazing. Like, I am so proud of your growth. I am so proud of who you are as a person. Like, you are beautiful, like inside and out. Like, that's just obvious here. Your advice is transformation is beautiful. Yes, this transformation, everything that you went through, this is beautiful. You might have some people that object it. You might have some people that are not going to see things the way that you see things because you may be woke, but they're not woke in that way. But just know that transformation that you did, it is beautiful. It's a good thing. And just be peace. Continue to see things through eyes of love. Continue to see things through eyes of peace. You have healing energy that just flows through you, pile number 3. So that is what I see for you. So that is it for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. And also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. I do hope you have an amazing July. By the looks of it, your years already has been so beautiful. Like, you've transformed so much and you've had so much growth. Like, you're so woke, pile number 3. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you have no idea. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video. Okay, bye.